friends, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about hair, and most of you asked me to make videos in English. I've already mentioned in my previous videos that only that hormonal imbalance series is in Telugu because I have compiled all those bits and files of information and I've been trying to process that and make a video in Telugu. Maybe if you can put your bit of hard work, you will definitely get your information from different doctors and articles on internet and research papers. But for it to come into regional content or language, say, it will take a lot of time. So that is a bit service part that I wanted to do in regional language. Now coming to this video, I'm going to talk about hair. Maybe from past 1.5 years, I have lost say half of my hair by now. And yeah, it's regrowing, and I never thought in my life I would just look into hair and its aspects and its hormonal lineage into the body. So few things I can tell you that I have done personally, seeing on the internet, is like changing my oils, like I've used Newgen, etc. and all, and I have used onion hair remedies. It worked though. The only hair remedy that I truly believe as of now is like using hair oil which is made out of curry leaves and amla. It does definitely darken your hair. That too, it takes like almost say an year to see any ocular difference. But I have tried onion. Yeah, it might stimulate. I did see, like I have done a lot of things at a time to my hair, so maybe all of that productively has shown something out. But onion, yeah, I still agree that it works. Apart from that, no shampoo, no medicated products, I do not think personally they work. But as far as hair is concerned, what I've noticed is your estrogen plays a very important role in growing your hair. So when the original estrogen in the body goes down, I have explained that in my hormonal series, there is something called as xenoestrogen, which is a false estrogen, which comes from all the chemicals that we consume, of course from the lip balms that we use, from the perfumes that we use, from the makeup that we use, and all the inorganic food, preservatives, etc. that we put into our body, and all glyphosate, all the fertilizers that they use, all of them convert into estrogen into the body. I mean, especially the female body is mostly affected. In males also, you do see the effects in terms of enlargement of prostate and all. That is because of higher amounts of estrogen in the body. So what happens in females' body specifically is the original estrogen which the body, the ovary produces, that goes down, and the false estrogen from other components and other things that we put into our body in the unnatural life that we live today occupies the original estrogen's place, and it only does harm. It does not do what the actual estrogen does. That means it does not grow your hair. So what the body thinks is, because and the original estrogen, since it goes down and only xenoestrogen that is present, the testosterone in the body goes really high. That is what causes in females, the facial hair and etc. The hair falling off, like the male pattern baldness is also you see in ladies these days. So I finally figured out, I kind of feel that the root cause of the hair fall that we see in women is definitely a hormonal issue. What you can do is something that we'll talk about it in the next videos. But in this specific video, this is what I have figured out. Your natural estrogen goes down, your false estrogen goes up, your body thinks there is some hormonal imbalance, and automatically your testosterone and other hormones are out of place. So what we can do and all, I'll talk about it later in the next video. In this video, I want to talk about another thing that I've learned recently about hair. I have used silicone-free products for a year almost, all of the 2019 and almost 2020 quarter. Also, I've used silicone-free shampoos, and I've not used conditioner. Even now, I do not put. I used to earlier put a lot of lemon serums and all, thinking that my hair was smooth because the silicones in it just sit on the hair. They seal the hair, and they give you a false impression that your hair is smooth and shiny because silicone sitting on the damaged part of the hair reflects light in such a way that it appears to be very smooth and shiny. So that is one false thing that I didn't want my hair to get used to, so I dropped it. But later on, what I have realized is somehow my hair is really happy with the sulfate shampoos only. I have tried Aroma Magic, etc., all the shampoos, sulfate free shampoos. So that is an update. And also what I want to tell you is, after I stopped using silicone, the hair oil that I used, I mean, it started soaking into my hair. Earlier, whenever I used to apply hair oil, I never felt that my hair or my scalp was sticking in, because I know that a silicone conditioner has to be washed out with an acidic thing like a vinegar or a lemon. Only then the silicone cuts, like an acidic particle cuts through the conditioner only when used in huge quantities. So every time, make sure you use some acidic thing like vinegar or lemon water to remove the conditioner, and then oil your hair properly. And the silicone kind of accumulates on hair. Silicone on skin is okay, the dimethicone is okay, but for hair I do not think, because all the expensive oils that you use and all, the hair never absorbs. This is another thing. If you really want some oil to work, I think you should use for that little period at least silicone free shampoos. So yeah, these two things I really wanted to share, and what can be done for your hair and all, I'll try and speak in other videos. Thank you for watching. Any questions you have, you can let me know in the comments.